Hello everyone, I'm Fran and I'm the Senior Practitioner with the Grand Arena Youth Theatre. I'm here today at the Wolverhampton Grand for workshop 4 of our superhero series. Now if you missed workshops 1, 2 and 3, don't worry, head to the Wolverhampton Grand Facebook page where you can catch up. Now it's time for a warm-up to get ourselves ready for the rest of the workshop. Okay, so a quick energiser to get us ready for our workshop this week. Now, as superheroes, we might have some arch enemies and they might sometimes try and attack us with their evil goo. So sometimes we need to flick that goo off. So it might be on our hands, just flick it off your hands. Or it might be on your feet, get that off your feet as quickly as you can. Lovely, and sometimes we just need to shake it off our entire bodies. Brilliant. Okay, this time we're going to count with it and we're going to do 16 on each and then keep halving that. So we'll do 16 and then 8 and then 4 and then 2. And at the end, we'll become superheroes. Are you ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Eight. 4, 2, 1, superheroes! Well done, we escaped our evil nemesis. Fantastic work, we're now ready and alert to go. Now for the last few weeks we've been looking at superheroes and you've come up with your own superheroes and we've talked about the way they speak and the way they move and hopefully you're really starting to establish a character there. This week we're going to be looking at something slightly different. We're going to be looking at everyday superheroes, something that we've all become a little bit more aware of in these recent months. So, first of all, you're going to need a pen and paper or something that you feel comfortable writing with. Okay, here we go. First thing I want you to do is to make as long a list you can of all the everyday superheroes you can think of. Now, that might be nurses, doctors, might be the bin men or cleaners. It could be the people working in your local supermarket. Anyone you think who is an everyday superhero. Off you go. Brilliant, well done. I bet you have a really long list of everyday superheroes. Now we're going to start using our bodies to think about these superheroes. Now, unlike our superheroes that we've made up, these superheroes might act in a slightly more naturalistic way. Go through your list and try and think of a gesture for your superhero. Now, a gesture means an action that is representative of something they do. So, for example, my gesture for a doctor might be putting my stethoscope in my ears. Can you think of gestures for everyone on your everyday superhero list? Try and get through as many as you can in the next few minutes. Off you go. Brilliant. You should now have a list of everyday superheroes and gestures to go with them. Now it's time to think about what makes these people superheroes. Maybe it's something that they do, maybe it's a personality trait that they have. For every everyday superhero you have written down, I want you to write down what makes them an everyday superhero. But I want you to try and be quite specific. Try and think about their personalities. So for example, if you've written down bin men, don't put that what makes them an everyday superhero is that they empty the bins. Maybe you could put that they are considerate. Have a think about it, a few minutes, off you go. Great work. So now we've got a list of everyday superheroes, gestures to go with them, and we've worked out what makes them everyday superheroes. Now it's time to think about yourself, not your superhero that you've made up over the last few weeks, but you. So look down the list now and look at all those skills that those people have that make them everyday superheroes. I want you to put a star next to any of the skills that you think you have. Maybe you're a good listener, like a doctor has to be. Maybe you're really smiley, like the person at the checkout that you saw. Think about all the skills that you have and put a star next to them. If you can think of any additional skills that aren't on your list, you can add them at the bottom. Off you go. Fantastic work! You've now worked out what makes you an everyday superhero, which is brilliant because I think deep down we all have superhero traits. Of all the things that you've put a star next to, I want you to pick the 3 most important things that make you an everyday superhero. Maybe you are really strong and can help people carry their shopping. Think about all the different things that make you brilliant and choose the 3 most important. Off you go. Well done. Hopefully you have 3 things that make you an everyday superhero. Can you now think of gestures that go with those 3 things? This might be a bit more difficult than when you were thinking of jobs and gestures to go with jobs. But maybe if you're a brilliant smiler, you can just give us a big smile. 3 gestures, off you go. Brilliant. You should now have the 3 things that make you an everyday superhero and 3 gestures to go with them. We're now going to draw on our experience from our projection exercise that we did before. We're going to remember how we projected our voice to get right to the back of a room, because we are going to make a statement about us as everyday superheroes. The statement goes like this: I am blank, so you say your name. I am blank, I am blank, I am blank. And there you'll insert your 3 personality traits that make you an everyday superhero. And remember to perform your gesture or action with them. And then finally, you'll say, I am an everyday superhero. And then I want you to strike a superhero pose. So if I were to do it, I would say, I am Fran. I am strong, I am happy, and I am punctual. I am an everyday superhero. So now it's your turn. Remember, I am, say your name. I am, insert your 3 things that you are that make you an everyday superhero, and then say, I am an everyday superhero, and strike your pose. It's over to you. Off you go. Fantastic. You really are everyday superheroes. We'd love to see what it is that makes you an everyday superhero. So if you get a chance, maybe get a parent or a guardian to film you saying your everyday superhero statement with your everyday superhero pose and send them to us so we can see what makes you an everyday superhero. For details, look on the Wolverhampton Grand Facebook page. It's been so much fun working with you on our superhero workshops, and hopefully we'll see you at the Wolverhampton Grand in the future. Thank you.